Hello students, welcome to the online class of physics. This is your Naima Miss back with the class some natural phenomena. In our previous class we have learnt about the story of lightning, right? In today's class we are going to learn about the earthquakes. So we have learned that some of the natural phenomena like lightning, floods, cyclones, etc. can cause the large scale destructions on human life and also the property. Fortunately, these phenomena can be predicted to some extent, not totally, but to some extent they can be predicted. The meteorological department can warn about a thunderstorm developing in some area. If a thunderstorm occurs, there is always a possibility of lightning and cyclones accompanying it. We can have an idea by seeing these cyclones and the lightnings. We can say that there will be a thunderstorm falling, right? So what is this thunderstorm we have learnt about? We said that thunderstorm is nothing but a swift movement of falling droplets along with the rising air create lightning as well as sound. Okay, it creates lightning as well as sound. So this event is nothing but it is called as thunderstorm, right? So this meteorological department can warn us about this thunderstorm when it is going to. They may say that this is particular, this much storm is going to take place. They are not going to tell us that, but they are still going to tell that okay, they are the chances of getting the thunderstorm. So be cautious, take precautions, and be ready. Okay, so we will get some time to take some measures to protect ourselves from this damage caused by this phenomena. So there is, however, one natural phenomena which we are not yet able to predict. That is earthquake. Okay. Still, we don't have the possibilities to find out how the when the earthquake will take place. We know how the earthquake takes place, but we don't know how when the earthquake is going to take place. Thunderstorm, still we can, there is a possibility that we can find out, yes, that is now the thunderstorm going to take place. But earthquakes, we are not able to know when the earthquake is going to take place. It can cause damage to highly it cause damage to human life and its properties, okay, on a huge scale. So a major earthquake occurs in India. It occurred in India in on 8th October 2005 in Uri and Tangdar. Okay, Uri and Tangdar town in 2005 October 8th. These are the towns of Kashmir. Okay, North Kashmir. So these are the towns of North Kashmir, and this took place in the Uri and Tangdar on 8th October 2005. There were severe earthquakes. Before that, a major earthquake occurred on 26th January in 2001. Okay, 26th January 2001 in Gujarat. Okay, Bhuj district of Gujarat. Bhuj district of Gujarat. In 2001 it took place. Then after this, a huge uh, earthquake took place in Kashmir, North Kashmir, on 8th October 2005. So can we do that? We can collect what is an earthquake, what happens when it occurs, what can we do to minimize its effects, and these are all the questions what occurs in our mind, right? So in today's class we will learn what is an earthquake and how we can protect ourselves from earthquake. Okay, so an earthquake is a sudden shaking or trembling of earth lasting for very short period of time. When you see earthquake comes, means we just earth will shake for few seconds or few minutes. Okay, then it will again become very calm, but it causes a huge damage. So Earthquake is nothing but a sudden shaking or the trembling of the earth lasting for a very short period of time. Why it is caused? It is caused due to the disturbance inside the earth's crust. Why it is caused? Due to the disturbance. It is caused due to the disturbance in the earth's crust. Okay, it is due to the disturbance in the earth's crust, that is the earthquake is taking place. So when we see the earth's crust, how it is, as shown in the picture here, you can see that the earth is made up of different layers, or you can say plates also, right? So its first is, you can see the upper layer is crust, then the central layer you can see is next, second layer is mantle, then we have the central, where we have the two parts, in that outer core and inner core. Okay, so we can see that the outer crust, when we see there is some disturbance in that outer the our crust layer is there na, in that deep before the mantle, if you see there is any disturbance in that, you see earthquakes take place. Okay, some myths or the folk stories told that the earth is balanced on the horn of a bull. Okay, and when the bull shift it to the other horn, earthquakes takes place. Okay, that is all myth, that is not true. That is on the horns, a bull is catching the earth, the whole earth on its horn. Okay, on its horn, so whole earth is here on its horn. Fine. So when this bull is moving its horn, okay, when this bull is moving its this earth to the another horn, you see that there is earthquake taking place, but this is just a myth. Okay, it's just a myth. Earthquake occurs all the time all over the earth. They are not even noticed because they take a very less time to take place, and they are much less frequent. They can cause immense damage to the buildings, bridges, dams, and peoples. There can be a great loss to the life as well as the property. The earthquake can cause floods, landslides, and tsunami. Tsunami, I hope you all know it. Floods is nothing but heavy rains are seen. A lot of loss is seen recently in India. You can say in Hyderabad also we have seen full rain, too much of rain, due to which we had floods in the Hyderabad, right? So because of floods we had a lot of damage. So this is also one of the cause of earthquake. Okay, landslides means land will, see, suppose there is an earthquake, okay, the land will break, right? So what will happen, the whole land will slide, means some part of the earth will destroy, you can't see the earth. A tsunami, you can say, what is tsunami? It is the series of water waves. It is mostly near the water areas like seas and oceans. You can find this. The areas closer to the seas and oceans will suffer tsunami. So it is nothing but a series of water waves caused by the displacement of large volume of water in the ocean due to the earthquake in the surrounding, right? So these are the causes which will lead to the, which may occur due to the earthquakes. Fine. A major tsunami in India occurred on December 26th December 2004. Okay, all the coastal areas around the ocean, they suffered a huge losses. Locating tsunami affected areas on the map, if you take a map, outlet of a map of the world, we can locate where the like areas closer to the water can be located uh, on the map. We can see that, like, we have Andaman and Nicobar Island in India. They are at the center, right? They are at the center of the ocean. they are this is the island, Andaman and Nicobar Island. So this is at the center, like water is surrounded all over the island, right? So this is one of the island where we can see tsunami. And similarly we can mark some other countries or the places which are very where the frequently the tsunami can be seen. So what are the causes of earthquake, we will learn right now. So the causes of tsunami, as I said, it is the disturbance in the inner crust area of the earth. So in ancient time, people used to say that they did not know about the earth, right? They do not know about the earthquakes, and also their ideas were therefore expressed in all folk stories or the myths. So similar myths were prevalent in other parts of the world also. Now we know that the tremors are caused due to the disturbance at the deep down inside portion of the uppermost layer of the earth. This uppermost layer of the earth is called as crust. Right. Suppose you can see in this image here, the uppermost layer of the outer layer of the earth is not one piece. Okay, is not in one piece. It is fragmented into each plates. They are called as what? They are called as plates. Each fragment is called as plate. Okay, so these plates are in continuous motion. They are like one by one, and they are always in motion. Okay, they are always in motion. So when they brush past on one another, or a plate goes under another plate, due to collision they cause disturbance in the earth's crust. Okay, so when they brush past on one another, the plate goes under the another plate, and this is due to the collision. This causes the disturbance in the earth's crust. It is a disturbance that shows up as an earthquake on the surface of the earth. Okay, most of the earthquakes are caused by the movement of earth's plate. So at last, what did we learn? We learned that the earthquake causes due to the movement of the earth's plates. Okay, when these plates get collided upon each other, this causes the earthquake. Okay, since earthquakes are caused due to the movement of the places at the boundaries of the plates are considered as weak zones where the earthquakes are more frequently seen. Okay, so the boundaries, wherever the boundaries of these plates are there we can see the earthquakes occurring very frequently. These weak zones are called as seismic zones. What are they called as? They are called as seismic zones. Seismic zones. What are they called? They are called as seismic zones. And this can be measured where the earthquakes are, like we cannot say when the earthquakes are going to come, but still we can say that okay, the earthquake might come, may come. So the time of occurrence of earthquake can be known by using the seismoscope. Okay, this is the instrument which is used to find out the time of occurrence of an earthquake. So when coming to the seismic zones, we have a lot of western and central Himalayas. Here the lot of earthquakes can be seen. We can also see in Kashmir. Most of the areas threatened are at Kashmir, and you can even see at the northeast. You can see the run of Kutch, and Rajasthan and Indo-Gangetic plains. All these places you can find out the seismic zones. They are the seismic zones. Indo-Gangetic plains. Okay, these are said to be the seismic zone. Geologists used two devices to measure the earthquake, that is seismoscope and seismograph. Okay, seismoscope and seismograph, which we will be learning in detail in our next class. Until then, thank you for watching.